Ali.
Reporting, right, tends to happen on the community level or individual level, and they typically happen at the beginning, right before or at the early stages of genocide. I do want us to note early warning.
But because it's such a large group, we want to be sure here. Okay, so just so we have a base knowledge, and I'm sure most of you already do, this is the first time that Americans encountered this in person.
But the two key words, of course, is state sponsored.
I don't focus so much what's going on in the foreground with the body.
What are you seeing?
All right, so as we see this quote here, given by
There's a lot of stuff right in this
Commander Allen in Western not the Soviet.
What is the government is saying to the population? Is the paramilitary?
Not that this is very long, but say, so come into power February 1933. The fire, the Reichstag fire is in, he talks about individuals. His characters are not people who go along with the hive mind or the group thought. And that's not what they want. So there was a lot of pageantry, a lot of parades, a lot of big events, but very propagandized, ossified. They would give out radios to the public for free because they just wanted you to hear what they were saying.
So again, everything from now on out, everything is dependent on
No longer have Jews and dogs. Not allowed. Here you have park benches, one for Aryan and one for Jewish people. Why make
If they wouldn't have been so united.
Businesses, 91 people would be killed, and their job is to take care of children so that their mothers or other older women can have more children. This was a role that a lot of the year throughout this time period. There were 180,000 Jews in Austria at this time. 141,000 visas were given out. That's a lot. That's a really big percentage. But just because you had a visa does not mean that you had somewhere to go. You had still 250 people.
From the boat.
Yes.
They went back to the camps.
That's a difference between a boat and visas. And their job is to round up educators, teachers, professors. Because the Nazis saw the Poles as inferior as well, racially. And one of them was that no one should go past fourth grade in Poland from this point on, because he wanted to make the population less educated and more easy for control. So one of the first groups that the Nazis really target in a life and death situation would be the Hindus. These are not necessarily Jewish people. These are just Germans who are in state-run hospitals who have been deemed what the Nazis would call life unworthy of life. And what they're going to do no longer exist. Some are places that have no visible evidence of, and some are just where the populations have never been here. There's no you'll see when we bypass these newspapers that things were reported on, for sure. There's also the issue of the 1936 Olympics, which happened in Nazi Germany. which the United States went to. A lot of countries didn't. We decided to go. And we have a new exhibition that goes deeper into this. So very quickly, this is the prime example of the victims as individuals. It's called the Tower of Faces. This is about 1,000 photographs of about 4,000 people from one village in Lithuania. And it was also part of Poland during its history as well. History to murder civilians. So with the invasion of Poland, there is Poland has 3 million Jewish people. This is the largest group of Jews that they will have to deal with, as they would call it. But the street is Polish controlled, German controlled. So why do they have trouble of building a bridge? The Nazis decide to invade the Soviet Union. And if you ask any military historian, almost any military historian of the Holocaust, just World War II, they will tell you. So there was some resistance, of course. It took the Nazis a month to destroy this resistance group in Germany. They're being supported mostly by trucks and trains. The cattle car is the prime source of the transmilitary operation. So when you arrive at Auschwitz, and we use Auschwitz as the example here because it's both a killing center and a labor camp, you would be forced off the train into a chaos like this. So red were politicals, green were career criminals, which is a weird, basically if you were someone who had already been in jail. But there are two sides of it. There's labor for a purpose, skill labor. But then there was labor for the purpose. For example, these stones are from a chlorine camp in Germany called Mauthausen. 100 pounds on average, and you would have to carry these up gas because the Nazis knew not to do that. There are photographs up to this point, but not at this point. This was a piece done by a Polish artist for the museum when it opened. It's here to 1,000 people at a time. A door will be closed, just like the one to your right there. And then German guards, or not officers, but guards, would drop Zyklon B tablets into these chimney stacks, which were just open grates, much like the black grating you see there. Zyklon B is just a tablet. As soon as it hits the air, it expands into a gas. And thousands have grown up as well. You add on top of that, there are horrible killing centers, as big as Auschwitz. Most of them are killing 400,000 to 500,000 in their time. Alright, so as usual in our time. So we're going to end it here, but I'm going to keep down. So just as an example, this is Auschwitz. These are the camps in the red. This is the town of Auschwitz, or Auschwitz in German. So even a place like Auschwitz is in the middle of this. There's a town, a city right there.
Excuse me a minute.
Ini